Welcome back to Talking Through Your Kick. Not often we get the chance to preview a meeting, but obviously there's a lot of people headed to Flemington, headed to racecourses right around Australia to celebrate Melbourne Cup Day after having half a day's work, of course. And we thought we might just have a look at the rest of the day and see if we can pick out a winner or two. So our form experts, those three, are going to pick the eyes out of races 1 through to 10, not including the Emirates Melbourne Cup. Quinny, race 1, the 2-year-old, and 15 runners, effectively 13 haven't had a start. Where are we going?
Tricky way to start. I'm going to have something each way on number 7, Jenny from the Block. There's been very good early support on the fixed odds after they bet as much as $26, and will hopefully give Stephen Theodore second 2-year-old victory in the space of 9 days.
I'll go one step further. I sat on a table with Stephen Theodore on Derby Day, and he is very confident about the horse. Only concern, barrier 15, the horse might go. Gave me the impression that needed a couple of other horses to guide it. So for Lincoln Coffee, this could be a real tough steer job.
Well, I remember this race last year, copped 2 tips in the race, Applegate and Snitzerland. Didn't back them both, only just jumped on Snitzerland. The Quinillas paid $35. Applegate edges out Snitzerland after it's shot clear.
Fixed odds in these races. Have they picked the eyes out of anything, particularly in the 2-year-old race?
Not so much the 2-year-old, but they're up and running. Fixed odds on all 10s first thing Saturday night, which is terrific. And they're playing, but long way to go. But not so much the 2-year-old.
Gay Waterhouse got a horse Endless Summer.
Brent, I don't know much about it at this stage. I haven't gone through all the trial form for that race, but I like to wait until the last minute before I bet in these 2-year-old races on Cup Day. See how they handle the crowd and the way they get settled in the yard. And then I'll be playing after that.
One of the great things, and here's a bit of advice, is I've always wanted to be in Perth for Melbourne Cup Day.
Because
the first race is at 10:20. Can you imagine having a bet at 7:20 in the morning?
I reckon it'd be fabulous.
And
sitting
still
there with a bowl of cornflakes while the first
and still going to Ascot later in the afternoon.
So tune into the Addington Dogs on a Tuesday and Thursday.
And that's the other
I was
thing.
over there for one Golden Slipper Day. It was fantastic.
Yeah, poor old Perth. You're talking about having a day off. By the time they get the Melbourne Cup at 12 in the afternoon, their day is already done. They've already got that day off.
I still reckon they enjoy themselves in the afternoon.
7:20. I think that would
great
be
over there.
It's a hell of a lot better betting on Yonkers at 7:20 than betting.
Wow.
Okay, the TAB Trophy Handicap is race 2. You've had a look at it.
I like one here for Moody, number 2, Shahabi. That'll get back in the field, but second up to 1,700 metres. Gets tucked away nicely from gate 3. Look out for it, number 2, to burst clear in the straight.
Peter Moody and Luke Nolan had a very quiet spring.
Very.
Any reason?
All the Melbourne trainers, they haven't really won a dominant race, the Melbourne trainers. A lot of Sydney horses come down, New Zealanders, horses from overseas. But it hasn't been a real dominant horse.
Nick, Sydney horses are generally always dominant in Melbourne, aren't they?
You couldn't even get that out without smirking a little bit. You sort of got halfway through and you started smirking.
Sounded
But
like
it's a
Richie
fair
Callender and Ken Callender. It was just a little Sydney-Melbourne.
But it's a fair point, Nick, isn't it?
I think there's no doubt that the Melbourne horses are better and have been better for a long time. Race 2 at Flemington. I'm keen on number 9, Spin the Bottle, on an each-way basis. Currently $12 on the fixed odds. Aiming. It was 4th straight win. Was very impressive last start despite a big betting drift, and I think can win again.
There's a trend here, Kate. Spin the bottle.
Wait till you get to my tip in race 10.
Okay, Brenny boy, giving you the Lavazza Long Black because I couldn't be bothered doing the form on this one. It's a very tough race. Some real toilers here, but you found one.
I think Verdant can win this. I was very impressed with the way it won at Moonee Valley there the other night. It was very impressive. I think this is its grand final, and I think it's going to be very, very hard to beat.
Each way or straight out all day?
Straight out.
Crafty was good, chasing the
I liked number 15, Garud. The blinkers went on last time, and it was a completely different horse winning impressively, so that's where I'll be going.
Got some ability, Garud.
I've done the form for race 4. There's only 2 hopes in this one, and one was declared to me.
2 hopes?
Only 2 hopes.
There's 2 hopes in
I
that
love saying
after having
that.
done the form. That'll do me, Russ. What do you got?
Field of 16.
I know, but that's
what do you got?
Richie. Only 2 hopes.
What are the 2?
1 and 2. Midsummer Music. Pete Moody very confident about this horse on Friday at a function I was at. And Steps and Time spoke to Johnny O'Shea, as you do each and every week. And great man Johnny O'Shea said the barrier won't bother Steps in Time. In fact, it's actually an advantage. He likes being a little off the fence. 1,400 metres, perfect.
A little off the fence. He's on barrier 19.
Comes in 4 with the emergencies.
Still only 15.
I said that. It's okay.
That's fine.
Oh, 16 will beat them all, Russ.
Back steps in time, you'll be okay. No, 16
The
won't
Herald
go
Sun
start.
Stakes.
Can I mention 16
You-
for the battles?
I'm doing race 4. You're doing
know.
race 5.
So what if I'm not interested in race 5?
Then that spoils the
What
flow
about
of the
I like
show.
Sheila's Star? Doesn't get
Mate,
it.
tweet
All
it.
right.
Tweet
I'll
it.
tweet it. Righto. Done.
Race 5 is the Schweppes Tonic 1000. What do you got for us?
Nothing.
Okay.
Anything in the race 5?
Race
boys?
5.
Yeah.
I liked Melisande. I thought it worked home well in much tougher grade last start behind buffering. I think we'll enjoy a nice drop in grade with the Oliver Price combination, always hard to beat.
380, I think it came up, and it was back to that price. I think, Melissa.
Okay. Race 6, the Lexus Hybrid Plate. Brent?
I thought Angelic Light was dominant Moonee Valley. I don't think Barrier 1 suited it. Got held up on the fence, and Michael Rod was probably lucky he got out. Got a few breaks there back on the inside, but this was a big plunge. She stepped up in grade and got the cash there in that listed race. I think she's a big, powerful filly. 1,400 metres at Flemington, suits it down to the ground. I think she's one of the bets of the day.
Maritza, any mile there? Got a zip faster in that Valley race.
Yeah, I think this filly's a lot better than
okay.
Angelic Light.
Okay, going to bypass the cup. We'll come back and show you what our quaddie numbers are going to be and how you can maybe catch a little bit of the massive pool that's floating around. Race 8, again, spoke to Johnny O'Shea. He's pretty keen on Light in the Night, but where do you sit?
I couldn't agree more. I think Light and Night's probably one of the better bets on the program. You can currently get $4.20 on LuxBet, and I think that's an outstanding price.
Just the program, not the whole spring.
60 kilos.
Yeah,
60 kilos, obviously a concern, but in 12 months' time, Light in the Night could be racing in the cup itself, or if maybe even a Cox Plate. So he's a really nice progressive type, and I think he's very hard to
for
beat.
me. I think Stout-Hearted is super placed.
You think 60 kilos, but the horse from Brisbane, Grey Assignment, who's won a couple of plotters races up there, has got 59 and a half.
He's got a big heart, Grey Assignment.
Yeah, but Light in the Night won a Group 3 race the other
he's
day.
better.
So,
He's
I mean,
better.
that's actually, to me,
I'm looking more at your
meaning
sort
that
of,
it's
you know,
better weighted.
Tribal Rock Monados down there on 54. That's
Yeah,
needs a fast
I
clip.
think Tribal Rock's the main danger.
Yep.
The Tribal Rock is the one that came down to Melbourne with a
He got
massive
beaten a
boom.
midweek race. How
Yeah.
can it win
It's
this
got
race?
the
Oh,
big
it was a
boom
bit in the
sun.
midweek race, though. That horse is going to be a star. Sartorius.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Stout-Hearted has won a couple of group races.
There's
in
a
Sydney.
1,000 of them running
Chris
around
Waller. You
in
just love
race
Chris
9,
Waller.
the security
Trains winners.
sprint, the MSS security sprint. You can do your best finding a winner in this race. It is just too
Very interested to see how Hot Schnitzel goes second up, switching states.
hard. Okay, Brent
No, I didn't have an opinion in that race at this stage.
and Quinny.
An each-way special, number 23, Unpretentious.
Oh,
it came up favourite at about...
Nicky Burke. Oh, this is one of Nicky Burke's that's got a massive boom on
He's
it.
got a
is-
fantastic turn of foot.
He's a
Looks
good horse.
really hard to beat. Yep.
It's going to get a run.
Blitz them
Well,
first
there's
up.
already been one scratching, so we just need another another two.
Fontalina's out.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Okay, and I've got to say, the win by famous Seamus. Be lovely for Robin
Sydney.
Freeman Key to have a ride on Cup Day, but also
pretty
for
smart horse, that.
Noel Mayfield Smith. It won that day in Sydney when everything was leading and winning because it was a massive tailwind. It was a massive win.
It was a big go that
Certainly
day.
was a big
Yep.
win down the middle of the
And
track.
into the last, the Headquarters Tavern,
There we go.
race number 10. A handball to the man who's never short of a word.
Save your cash, race 10, always good. The most important races, Russ, as we know, are the first and last.
Yep.
And Aeronautical will bring you home with a wet sail down to Melbourne.
Okay, so
Just get on.
without being, this is our quaddie just based on that.
Yep.
And here's the best way to play the quaddie in Melbourne Cup Day is to take the field in the first leg because then you're alive into the second leg.
So the cup, taking the field.
Taking the
field in the
field
Jeez, that takes a
into the
company
best bet of the day.
percentage.
Hang on,
Can't
into
we
the
get rid
best
of-
bet of the day, light in the
Light in the
night,
night.
into.
Unpretentious.
Well, we've got,
The field-
what are we doing in race 9?
Well, you've got in race 10, you've got aeronautical.
Aeronautical.
So you're going blanc in 2 races. You can afford to have field.
Race 10, number 12's got to go in your quaddie.
So
I
you're
thought.
saying field, light in the night, field, Aeronautical.
That's
I'm happy with that, Russ.
Talking through your kick quaddie might cost you, a couple of $100, but you're glad to get
couple
a
of
return.
$100. We're punting for blokes out there. I want to do a quaddie for someone to bet $20 on and make some cash.
Have
Not a
$20
couple of
on it.
hundred.
Mate, if you'd have had 2% of the quaddie on the weekend,
Picked up 4,000.
you got 4,000. As you can see, one of the tweets on screen.
Okay, from 18.
Jack Rewalt, he picked up 80,000.
Jumping Jack.
Jack from the Richmond
High-flying
Tigers.
Jack.
Oh, nice to know it's going to someone who's struggling as well. And speaking of tweets and emails, got a bunch of them to come after the break. This is Talking Through Your Kick, plus our own Something for the Battlers on Tuesday Cup Day.